ready to go off. Kyle Wicca in first place. Hansen in second. Bill Brown in third. Slapinski in fourth. World Champion Series class driver Michael Conti in fifth position. David Fish in sixth. Robert Edwards Jr. will be starting in seventh in the 55. Big Dave Swindell in eighth position. DeMerchant in ninth. Bernard in 10th. That'll round out your top 10. Petrozelli, Nichols, Woolley, Cena, Downs, Cook. Mikey V, Hawther, and Eddie will round out your top 20 here tonight at Michigan. I am hoping, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to come down to a fuel strategy race. Most Michigan races do, and I extended the laps a whole bunch than I normally do here at Michigan, so this ought to be a good one. I cannot believe we are here, and we're going to run, and there's a lot of cars qualifying here tonight, 26, and the room is full. So we'll see what happens here as a pace car getting ready to dip off. It's time to go racing here live on Norgard TV. Oh my! Pace car's off. The 14 gonna lead them down. Time to go bumper humping in Michigan, baby. Great, 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 great. Uh-oh, shit! Damn! Caution flag is out already.
You look at your time to make sure everything looks okay.
Caution flag number 1 flies on lap number 1. Oh, my. Let's take a look and see what happens here. Focus in on crashes. There is the pace car. He's already... no, he's coming down. Focus in on crashes. I don't know what happened. Uh-oh. The 13 and the 97. Carson Downs and... I don't know. Let's take a look and see what happens here. Bring out the first caution of the night. They're going 3 wide early on. Let's go to the chopper view. Number 13 there in the Geico machine, and the 97 tangle up. '13 being driven by Woolley. And just hard racing. That's all this is right here. 13 there, a Woolley there in the Geico machine, the 44 just in front of him. The 97 driving it in hard there. Carson Downs, and Carson Downs going to, I'm not even sure whose fault this is here, but it doesn't matter. Let's go to the rear chase of the 13. All right, here we are. I'm going to slow it down here with Woolley. And it's really slowed down. Crackhead's really hitting the pipe tonight. Early on here, caution flag number 1 flies on lap number 1. With contact here between the 97 and the 13. From that angle, it looks like the 97 may have came up a little bit. That's Downs. But every angle shows a different story, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go to the chopper view. Just hard racing early on, 3 wide. The 85 on the outside. The 85 not going to receive any of this, but there you have it. Roof flaps go up. Caution flag number 1 flies. And that's going to bring out the first caution of the night. 14 still up front. 14 coming down pit road, actually. Wicca coming down pit road, and everybody else leaving him out there. Leader giving up his spot. Oh, my. Wicca coming down pit road. Everybody else staying out. New leader going to be the 84. Bill Brown up front. Let's try to talk to Bill. Hey, Bill Brown, Norgar in the booth. You got a copy?
Loud and clear.
Hey, man, first of all, I'd like to comment you on your Bulldog paint scheme there. Dig it, dig it, dig it. And you're up front. You only made it one lap there before the caution came out, hard racing toward the middle of the field. How's the 84 car and what you got for the long run?
It's pretty good. It's all dependent on the driver, though, because I don't have a lot of laps in the A car, and I tend to overdrive the car quite a bit. And that's really why I'm here, is just trying to get more laps in it and get experience.
Well, you're live on Norgar TV. 30-plus viewers watching you here tonight on Twitch live. Anything you want to yell out to them while you're leading them around here at my favorite track?
Just that cautions are off the rest of the way. We're going to run 81 green laps.
All right, well, I hope you're right, buddy, and good luck to you, 84, and thanks for coming out here tonight.
Thanks for having us.
All right, all the cars getting ready to double up. Bill Brown going to lead them down. The 00 on the outside. That is Slapinski there. 55 of Edwards Jr. made his way up to third through that. DeMerchant on fourth. Petrozelli restarting fifth in sixth. Big Dave Swindell in the Coors Light. Naked Lady Twins Machine, baby. And he'll be restarting sixth. In seventh, David Bernard. In eighth, Matthew Nichols. In ninth, Al Cena. In 10th, Matt Cook. Leighton in 11th. In 12th, Edney. Wilms in 13th. 14th, Flagg. And in 15th, Jimmy Wynn. Easy money. Gonna be rounding out your top 15 here tonight. We've had 33 cars out on the track. 34 started the race. Woolley not going to be able to finish it out here tonight. He's going to have to take it behind the wall and come back and try again another day. But Brown going to lead him down, baby. Here at Michigan Speedway, we got 30-plus cars still out. Caution flag number 1 about to be over with. Pace car is down. Time to go bumper humping again live on Norgar TV. Oh, my mama. Here we go. Oh, 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 oh. Come on, let's go.
Green flag.
There you have it. Great, great, great. Oh, come on. Damn. Big wreck in the back.
How are you doing, bud?
Big wreck in the back. I think Cheeto's man was involved in that. Yep, there he is. Caution flag number 2 on the restart. Cautions, breed. Cautions. Oh, my. Let's go to the TV2 view. Go back on the restart here. Go back to number 12. See what happens to Big James. And James isn't in the 12. He's in the 15. Somebody didn't go. Looks like somebody didn't go here. Let's take a look. Here is the restart. Looks like the 8 car didn't go, missed a shift or something, and the 15 gets into the back of him, and the 15 up into the 12. Going to get nailed by the 4. 4 nowhere to go. That's win there in the 4, and that's going to bottleneck everybody up on the restart. So let's take a look, and let's go on board with the 8. And that's Leighton here. Let's see if Leighton missed a shift or something. Spun the tires. Spun the tires. Yeah. Common mistake in these cars. Unfortunately, these cars got a lot of horsies, and on restarts that tends to happen a lot. But the number 8 spinning the tires, jacking up the rest of the field, and the 15 going to be a big loser out of this deal. So is the 4 and the 17, the 39 of Chubbs. They're on the outside as well. Let's take one last look at it here on this restart here in slow-mo. 8 laying back a little bit, trying to leave a little bit of room, playing it smart. And, oh, man. Pace car goes off. And you're going to see the whole inside lane. You're going to see them just jack up with nowhere to go. Yeah. You see the 8 go to the right there as well as in the 15, and chaos ensues, and everybody tries to move. Everybody's on the accelerator. Everybody's off the accelerator. And there you have it. Bad restart. In these cars got a lot of power, guys. And they're still fairly new. Some guys still, like you heard the 84 of Bill Brown there earlier, talking about he just wants to get more laps in this car. That's what these sessions are for, to get more laps in. And we're doing that here at Norgard TV. Down on pit road right now. We got cars coming down. There's the 88 amp machine, the number 5 main performance PC. They're coming down for pit road service. Number 5, that's Michael Conti. Conti, WC driver. Coming off a pit road in 21st position. Conti laying back right now, taking it easy on this long run. Conti got a little bit of damage on his right rear there.
Your second place finish in points, but DNQing at Daytona really put a hamper on that. How are you going to approach the rest of the season?
Let's get some green flags under our belt before we start interviewing people. Again, drivers down there trying to work some stuff out.
Hello?
Looks like the driver's talking to Mr. Conti right now, so let's listen in on that conversation.
Yeah. Were you talking to him? All right, we're one to go. Good luck to the rest of the race.
88, come on up here. I'm 14th, why am I down low? That's kind of weird.
Don't say a word.
88, you need the outside, dude.
Copy. Hi. Is your mouth hurt? Yes. Good. Wow.
All right, we're going racing next time by. Shut the drivers off. Be quiet, drivers. Race. Silencio. Be shut of the mouth. Worry about your lines here at Michigan Speedway. We still got a long way to go. 74 laps to go this time by. If you're having problems with the stream, you may want to try the beta version. You may want to try Chrome. There's a lot of different things you can try.
Green flag.
But it is green, 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 and Brown going to lead him down. The 00 of on the outside, Slapinski. The 58 of Petrozelli right there in third. Cameraman on crack. 3 in the 44. Oh, no, we got another wreck. Down pit road. Oh, they're able to save it? They saved it. It's Marche Edney. Down on pit, almost through the, almost hit the pit road wall, but he's able to save it. No yellow flag. A lot of cars out there tonight here at Michigan, and everybody trying to find their place in the running order here early on. Swindell in 5th. There is your leader, Bill Brown, bringing him down. I can't say that enough. Bill Brown leading him around and doing a good job out front in the 84. No, Jimmy, you did not. I agree 100%. 28 sliding through the grass, or the 20. Will he save it? I don't know.
Caution's out.
Nope, he didn't. Nope, I know you didn't, Jimmy. That was not
Yeah,
you.
did my radio sound bad?
It was about 2 guys in front of you, Jimmy. We watched it 3 or 4 times, and Jimmy, it was about 2 guys in front of you. The 8 spun his tires on the restart and got all jacked up, and that jacked up the 15, which then in turn jacked you up because you were 3rd in line. So that's what happened on that restart. So you were just a victim of circumstance there. So no harm, no foul, brother. Sorry you're out of the race. Come back for the next one. We're under caution flag number 3 conditions right now. Let's take a look. I don't know who removed you. As I tell everybody that does get removed, don't worry about it. Just come back for the next one. But you shouldn't have been removed for that. None of that was your fault. And I'm telling you, just they're just plucking people out of the crowd to say, hey, chill out. But you were wrecked anyhow. But don't worry about it. Come back to the next one. All is well, Mr. Wynn. All right, here we go. What the heck? Unless they're running the 10-lap rule, but that doesn't even apply to you. So I don't know. Where is this wreck? I cannot find it. There's a 20. That's when, yeah, we got to ride with the 20 because when he went through the grass, all kinds of crazy stuff started happening. He almost flipped over right there. Totally out of control. Nothing he can do. Comes back up on the track, and that's what brings out the caution flag. So, and nobody actually gets hurt. He may have flat spotted his tires, but that'd be about it. The 20 does a good job keeping it out of the wall. And everybody else does a good job keeping it out of him. So, good job. That's a good question. How did it start? I think he just got loose, but we'll see. Yeah. Riding all by himself. And he gets a little close to the wall. He actually grazes it right there. But it's enough to make him loose. Don't sweat it, Jimmy. Don't sweat it. There's always another race, brother. Terratuda coming down pit road. A lot of slower traffic, lap traffic up front looking to get their lap back here early on after being caught a lap down after the second incident. Caution flag 3. Jimmy, like I said, man, I think there's only one admin even around, and I think he's racing on the track, so, you know. I think if you got booted for what, if you got booted for another reason, audio-wise, I don't know. Excuse me, but the wreck-wise, that was not your case. So, just know that there are people watching out there doing stuff. So, forgive, forget, come back and race again, brother. Okay, cool. Right on. I believe you. All is good, man. Both of you, whoever got removed, you got removed. So what? Come back. Who cares? Race better next time. Even if it wasn't your fault. Limited admins this late at night, guys, and to even have a race this late at night is amazing. Number one, and to have so many people hanging out is amazing. Number two. So you know, again, you know, we'll be back here tomorrow night and the next night and the next night and the next night. Keep coming back and win one of these suckers, fellas. I know you guys can do it. Whenever that happens. Nah. Alright, so these guys going to get ready to go back. Racing again. Lights on the pace car are off. Still early on. Still a lot of cars out there. Unfortunate incidents for some. We have some drivers not happy. Wanting to put on a good showing here tonight at Michigan and unable to. And sometimes that's racing. And like I said, come back, try again. This is all about trying to get as much practice as you can, so keep trying. We're here all the time, man. All of you. All of you, we're here all the time. I want to get down there and race with some of you guys some of these times. Brown gonna lead them down again. They're in the Bulldog Chevy SS. Slapinski in the 00 on the outside. Pace car is off. Bumper humping time again at Michigan. Green, great, great. Oh my mama. These guys are starting to get it figured out. Brown trying to pull away from the field. I have no words. This is beautiful. It's music to my ears here tonight at Michigan with all these cars running around here. And I spoke too freaking soon. Swindell in the 85. Wrecked.
Caution's out. Caution's out.
And now the 3's wrecking, the 58's wrecking. The UPS machine gonna wreck.
You got your release mark correct?
Oh my.
Yes, I do, sir.
Wow, what happened? Let's figure out what happened here, and we want to talk to somebody who was involved in the wreck here, which we don't ever do here on Norgard TV, but we're going to do it live for you here in a second. I want to see where all these wrecks happened. I want to talk to a mad driver right now. And all the mad drivers are logging off. Swindell in the 85. That's what started it, but there's another one that happens. The 3 is going to get all messed up here further up in the field. Where is the 3? He's right there. That's Matt Cook. Matt Cook, after that first wreck happens with Swindell in the 85, this wreck's going to happen right here. The 11 and the 3. That's Melcher. Melcher and Cook getting together. And Petrozelli nowhere to go. He's going to get involved. I'm going to try to talk to Petrozelli there in the 58 if he's still around. So that's going to ring out caution flag 4, I think. Where is the 58 car right now? He's down on pit road. He's got big time trouble. Pit road stops happening here live at Michigan. Petrozelli back out.
Back.
A 58, John. Norgar in the booth. You got a copy there, brother?
10-4.
Hey, man, what'd you see through your windshield there in that wreck in front of you?
Well, I've seen a car get sideways right in front of me. It gave me a 4X, but I didn't get no damage. I just went and changed tires.
Well, it looked like some real close, hard racing. How's the 58 Carolina Chevy SS out there tonight?
It's doing real good. It's just that first pit stop, I slid through my pits, so I went from 3rd to 12th, and now then I came out in 17th. I don't know where I'm at now, maybe 11th, 17th, something like that.
You got some traffic up there. Not any real long green flag runs yet, just some sprints. What you going to do to get that 58 there to the front? Hoping there will be a fuel mileage run here at the end of this sucker.
Yeah, well, you know, hopefully it'll go green, and I'm just going to save my tires, and maybe everybody else will use them up, and I'll be some easy passes.
All right, John, thanks very much. Good luck to you, and be safe out there in Michigan. Looks kind of dangerous.
A little bit is exciting. Thanks, Norgar. I appreciate it.
All right, the 58 saw somebody getting sideways in front of him. He sure did, and he said he didn't have any damage, but I guess we shouldn't tell him when he came down to pit road he had no hood. That is a fact that did happen. Petrozelli had no hood coming down to pit road. He thought he had no damage, but it does look like they got another hood on that sucker, and looks like the 58 going to be all right. Yeah. Can we get an interview with Big Dave Swindell? Swindell may have come down from the infield care center. Swindell, are you in chat or on TeamSpeak? Come down to my room if you're here, Big Dave. We would like to talk to you about that wreck. Is that Big Dave there? Hang on, Big Dave. Let me put you online. And you're going to see the screen do all kinds of funky stuff here for a second. And here we go. All right, you're good. Big Dave, number 1, Naked Lady, Twins. Go. What happened?
Well, I kind of saw that battle going up in front, and I left a little bit there, and then got real tight, almost hit the fence. So I let a few of them go by, and then trying to catch back up, and then I had an owl on me, and a little greedy coming off the corner, and took the gas down a little too hard, and around she went. That was all my fault. Took Al with me. Good thing Al and I raced together in a lot of other races. All my fault.
So you're taking responsibility for that huge fiasco that happened there, and gonna have to buy good old Alan a beer later.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what we'll do. I mean, you know, the car was really good there in the beginning of the run, and then after I put tires on it, the thing just kind of got weird. It got tight, and it got loose, and so I don't know. Must have got a mess out of tires, I guess. You know, we'll talk to Goodyear guys, see what happened.
Well, you see, you didn't get to run a whole lot of long green flag. I mean, we still got a lot of race to go, and you're more than welcome to hang up here in the booth with me the rest of the night. I don't know if you saw out there, but Michael Conti decided to join us tonight there in the number 5 WC driver, and you know, you ain't seen much of him tonight, but you're out, he's still in. What do you think's going to happen here with this number 5 laying back?
Well, I think Mike's always tough no matter where he goes, and what the racetrack is, you got a few other guys that are really, really tough in here. You know, you got Gary Sapinski up there, he's tough, and Bill Brown and the rest of these guys. This is going to be a star race to the end once this thing gets going good.
Well, you got anything to do, Big Dave? You want to hang out and help me finish this race out?
Yeah, I'll hang out with you.
All right, right on. Thanks for joining me up here. Big Dave Swindell, everybody in chat. Give it up for the #1 Naked Lady Coors Light out of the race, going to join me up here in the booth here tonight. So everybody say hello and thanks. Thanks, Dave.
10-4, my pleasure.
We got Slabinski up front now, getting a jump on the 44 and the 84 on the restart. Brown up front all night until now, right now, and Gary to the front, going to take that lap.
Yeah, Gary's been playing with that little Gen 6 car a little bit, and he's got it down pretty good, so he's going to be a toughie.
Yeah, I've seen Gary the last 4 or 5 nights now, and it seems he gets better and better every race we go to. And he's got these Gen 6 kind of figured out early. That's a big advantage over the rest of the community.
Yeah, Gary and the boys, they work on them pretty hard, so they got a pretty good group that help each other out.
Side by side, I don't know how many deep there, Big Dave, but this is getting exciting quick.
I think you're going to see this on and on and on. See some lead changes.
Oh, no. We got problems. 44 spinning. 35 into it, and the 44 and the 35. It looks like everybody else is going to get through, but it looks like the 44 just puked in his helmet. We need to go on board with the 44. It doesn't look like a fun ride for Matthew Nichols. It looks like, I don't know, there may be some contact here. Let's go to the chopper view and get a definite look at it here. 17 riding right behind him. Nope, freaking net coat all over the joint. Look at that. That's horrible. That wasn't even close. And that's going to mess up a lot of people's races. The 5, the 35, the 24, the 44. I don't know if you're watching the same replay I am, Dave, but there's no way those guys touched. And give it up for another net code.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. It's kind of hard to tell how hard he got in the corner there, though, but net code's been prevalent in a lot of races lately.
Look at that. There's a better angle of it. And that wasn't even close. Not even close.
Yeah, we had one the other night like that. I was 5 foot up from the other guy net coded, so not unusual.
No, it's not, and it's a shame because we started to get going pretty good here, and hoping this, I'm hoping this comes still to this point comes down to a fuel run, and a lot of these Michigan races do. If any track is going to come down to a fuel race, it's going to be here.
We're approaching that window now, and whatever the pitch now is going to have to have one more stop.
And here comes the vomit. Look away if you're squeamish. That's horrible for Nichols. Ugh. You never want to see a driver on his roof. Unless you're crossing the start-finish line first, then it doesn't matter, right?
That's exactly right. The roof part isn't bad. It's when you see the grass that really bumps you out.
Yeah, because you're not anywhere near the start-finish line when you see grass.
That's right.
Well, we still got a long way to go. Your new leader is going to be Melcher now. Melcher in the 11. Petrozelli, who was behind the wreck that happened involving you in the 58. Or not the 58, the 85, sorry. That wreck there. Able to screech up to second. John doing a good job.
John, always tough. He's another one of those guys that doesn't get enough recognition because he's a great racer. We've raced a lot of races together.
And there in third, well, he scored 6. I think he's coming down pit road, actually. That's Shane Terratuta there coming down pit road, along with one of your fellow teammates there, Marche Edney, there in the 92, giving up 10th position, come down to get service here at Michigan.
Yeah, I think Marche talking earlier about when we were talking to him in the pits before the race about he wanted to change up the strategy a little bit and get off the window that everybody else is on. So maybe that's his strategy right here.
Well, you don't really need a lot of partners here at Michigan. What you need is to be able to stay in line and sniff that draft. There's Irma Cora. Irma Cora, also another guy that's pretty strong at a lot of these, 1.5, 2 mile tracks. There's Terratuta coming off. A lot of these names we see over and over and over again keep coming out here, and that's a good sign. And they're starting to figure it out.
Yeah, good to see Sean out tonight. He's another one of those guys you can throw in the mix. So looks like those three are on a different strategy. Let's keep an eye on them.
Well, lap 31 still like 50 plus to go, and the field has dwindled down. I don't know if you know this because you were down on the track, but maybe you do. Official starting was 34 officially started, and right now we have 17 on the lead lap.
Well, this car's a tough car here for those guys that aren't driving it and just watching. This thing runs 200-something miles an hour down the corner, and it's a job to get it loaded and turned and back up straightaway again. So this is a true test for this car, this race track.
Yeah, going down into 3 in the draft. I mean, I've heard people report as high as 208, 9 miles an hour, and I got to tell you, I about half believe that. I've never really looked. I've never paid attention when I've run in practice laps around here, so I couldn't tell you for sure.
That's close to 210 if you're down there running behind somebody. And the hard part there is you got him in front of you, and you can't see around him, and you kind of got to be close to do that. These cars will run amazingly fast here at Michigan.
Well, iRacing hasn't got around to the repave yet, Dave. Now, you know that this is my favorite track, and I have raced this track the way it's been for the last 10 years in sim racing. And to see it go bye-bye, to see it be repaved, what do you think about that? Because I'll tell you in a second.
Well, unfortunately, it's necessarily evil because the pavement doesn't last that long, but I really like this configuration.
I agree there. Are you going to be sad to see this config go away?
Oh, I think so. I was sad to see the old Daytona go away, actually, because that was a heck of a lot of fun at that place.
Well, they still have that on iRacing. I've never actually run it, but I heard it's bumpy as a bitch.
It'll shake your eyeballs out.
Well, it is what it is. Michigan was repaved a while back. I don't know when iRacing is going to decide that they're going to get up on it and repave Michigan here, but until they do, I'm still going to enjoy this track very, very much.
Well, Michigan is just a fun place. It's a fun place to race as we're getting ready to go green here.
Yep, pace car is going to be pulling off. Lap number 33 coming up. Field starting to dwindle down a little bit.
Green flag,
green.
flag.
Maybe these guys will be able to get some room underneath their fenders. Be able to actually start racing. '84 got a big run down on the bottom, but nowhere to go, nothing he can do with it. 11 in the road, so it's one of those deals. You get a run and you don't want to waste it, Dave, but what's worse? Wrecking or being able to get to the finish and getting another run?
Well, you can get a good run here, and that's the problem. You got to be real careful about the run you get because it's so easy to get tangled up with somebody here.
The 84 down low, and he continues with this run. He's trying to retake the lead here, and it looks like he's going to get it.
Well, the bottom's going to work pretty good for a little while here, while the tires are pretty fresh, but once they start wearing down, that's not the place to be.
Nah, I've run here a lot, and I tell you, long in the runs, my fastest times are in just above the second crease. hanging out right there on the second crease. Put your left tire on that. Run. It's almost the middle line, but not quite.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's the fast line around this place, especially when you start wearing some tires a little bit.
Oh, I love it when the tires start wearing, because usually early on in the run, no matter where I am on this track, I'll just lay back and just save my stuff. And as the laps tick off, I'll just pick one off after another. And the reason why this is my favorite track is because turn 3, more races are won and lost in turn 3 here at Michigan than any other track that you can say that is consistent with races won and lost. Turn 3 is so unique that 4 wide there, not a problem, and it's all about braking and coasting and exit points to see who's going to get the run coming out of 4.
Yeah, that is the most important corner on this racetrack, and you can see there's a lot of guys that will start kind of searching around to see how they get better off the corner as their tires wear. And you'll see these front 4 or 5 start doing it here probably within the next 5-8 laps. Kapinski or whoever, 40 car already up there doing it.
The 84 and right there the 17. That's yeah, I can never say this guy's name. Holy hell. Luka Zaka. Is that how you say that? Luka Zaka.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Luka Zaka there. He's challenging for the lead on the inside of the 84 right now, coming down the backstretch. They're 3 wide, trying to fan out, find their running order. You know, you get a run on somebody, and once you dive it down into that corner, you realize, wait, shit, he's still there.
Yeah, you get the run, and then all of a sudden, you realize the guy's still there, so you kind of got to make some different kind of moves. But you're going to see the 84 come on back after a minute.
No, the 17 slides in front of the 84. It's where he's going to run coming out of 2. Single file right now.
I think everybody knows they need to log some laps. There's still a long ways to go here.
Yeah, long way to go. Now here on lap number 40, after the last caution flag, will these guys have enough gas to get to the end, to get to lap 85, or is there going to be one more stop?
It's going to be awfully close. It's going to depend on if they get to the yellow, you know, and I think Danny Hansen's probably just sitting back in that third, kind of checking everything out. You see him get a little bit loose there, but he's just kind of checking everything out. I think the guys are going to try to save a little fuel here.
I want to take a check-in and check in on Conti right now. Conti right now up to 5th in the 5 car, hanging right behind this lead group.
Yeah, Mike knows how to run these long races. He's going to sit back there and just kind of work their draft a little bit. He's saving fuel right now. He evidently thinks he can maybe get to the end.
He is shutting off his engine.
Real easy coming off the corner, if you notice. And he's trying to save his stuff. He's trying to save his tires, save his fuel.
On board with Michael. Let's take a lap around Michigan Speedway with the World Championship driver, Michael Conti.
You see him on the front stretch, you see him getting into one there, kind of working the wheel pretty hard there. But he's in no hurry to catch that 4th position spot.
And there's no need to be in a hurry right now.
No. Mike, there's a couple guys, Danny Hansen, Mike, there's a couple guys in there, and of course, Sapinski, who are really good at saving their stuff.
There we have it. Lap around Michigan Speedway, World Championship driver Michael Conti. And Michael, if you ever watch this, thanks for coming out, buddy. Appreciate having these. It's cool to see these black stripers come out to the field.
Yeah, it makes the racing a lot better. I think, the younger guys learn something from them. And I'd say it's all around a good deal. And tonight's field, even though it had a rough start here, was pretty strong.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of guys that do run strong everywhere in this field tonight. But field's whittled down, and we're not fooling around anymore. You got to take care of what you got. You got to get to the end, and no more resets on the. There's no reason to do it. Take care of your stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Another guy coming up there that we haven't talked about much is that Mark Melcher in the 11 car, and Mark's pretty good at these places too.
Yeah, very familiar with Melcher and a lot of the stuff that he runs, and he's hanging with this lead group right now, and looks like these top 5 guys just kind of riding.
Well, I think that's going to, but you got some pretty good battles going on back a little farther. We got Marche in 10th and Simley in 11th or somewhere around that territory. And those guys are looking just to kind of hang there and run their race too. So I'm surprised to see either one of them up there in this mix.
Man, I love this place. And Slapinski there, who was leading early on, he's fallen back to 9th position. Right behind him, the number 32 Assembly there in 10th. You were talking about earlier, and there's your boy in 11th, Marche, hanging tough.
Yeah, I think Gary's encountered defense a time or two there, and I think it's stuck on the wall. Well, might not have slowed him down too much, except Scotty's going to go by now.
Gary to the inside of the 32. That is the battle for 8th position.
Gary and Scott run a lot of races together, so they know where they're at. Marche there in the fence a little bit, but I think he'll be okay.
Irma Cora kind of stalled out there at 12th. Running 10th earlier, falls back 2 spots, but Sean still running hard. Good, clean laps.
Yeah, you see now back where Scott and Gary are, they're kind of working with each other with this draft thing, so they'll be able to jump back up there before too long. They're hoping it stays green, I imagine, just like the leaders are.
Yeah, they are kind of hanging out and staying together right there in their own little pocket, their own little world right there, and that's not a bad spot to be on lap 46 here at Michigan when you got to go 85. You also got to start thinking about if I do have to make a pit stop, right about now is the time you got to start thinking, when am I going to do it if this does go green?
Yeah, that's right. You kind of always want to beat yellow, but I don't know. You got some good guys in here tonight. I think if I was out there, I'd be thinking there's a good chance we may not have a yellow here.
That would be interesting to see what would happen. But these front 4, and there you have Conti just hanging out. I think he's got enough buffer that in case something happens, he's got enough reaction time to stay the hell out of the way.
Yeah, once again, he's just kind of sitting back there and letting these guys do the thing and picking up a little bit of this draft, and he may think he can make it. I think Fuel's going to be really close if anybody can make it at all.
Well, Hansen's been your new leader for a little while now as he slid in front of the 17. 84 is still looking to the inside, trying to make the lower line work, but as we talked about a little while back, it seems like that second groove right there, just above that second seam, coming off, you got more speed coming off.
Yeah, they carry a little bit more here, and in Michigan the big deal is he's coming off the corner and carrying this down the straightaway, so that is the optimum line. As the cars lighten up with fuel, you may see him move up just a little bit. As you can see, your leader is kind of moving up just a bit, but it's going to be interesting to see when they get down to 5 gallons of fuel in these things.
One thing I am impressed with right now is that the 38 of Hansen, the 84, the 17, the 11, all these guys that have led laps here at Michigan tonight, they cannot pull away from one another. They're all right there. They're all even. And we got great races going on all over the track. but there's not one guy out there dominating right now.
No, the new models they put onto Michigan, these tracks really, really have made for some competitive racing. You don't see the breakaways too much anymore, and if anybody's even close on setups, which everybody here runs the same setup, they're going to have some good tight racing.
Conti's closed up the gap a little bit here on lap number 50. He's driven up to the back part of this field. Maybe we'll see the number 5 start making some moves now, or is he still just riding?
I think you're going to want to ride here a little bit, size up your competition, and Mike's pretty smart about getting around these racetracks, and you can see he's running a line that's kind of not using his stuff up, so I think you're going to see him hold off a couple more laps or a few more laps. I'd really like to see where they're at on fuel.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, but they still should be good for, I'd say, at least another 10 laps or so.
Well, I think they'll be good for a while. I think we're going to see some good racing for a while. And I'm kind of thinking that there's some guys that are really trying the gas mileage thing right now.
.38 going to get shoved out of line. Conti going to move up to 4th.
Yeah, I think they'll run the tanks out and hope for yellow is what's going to end up happening.
Well, I mean, history would say, and statistics also, Dave, that, you know, even toward the end of this race, as many green flag laps as we have run now, that there's got to be another yellow that comes out.
Yeah, you would think so, but everybody seems to be watching their P's and Q's and trying to make some laps here, and I think everybody from 6 on back's concerned with just staying with those front 5.
Yeah, and they're starting to race right now as we see the 24 on the inside of the 58.
Yeah, I could hurt that back a little bit. Best here if you really stay in line, and you'd have a good shot at catching those guys up there.
Yeah, single file versus double file. Does it make a difference?
It's just a huge difference in mile per hour and straightaway speed, and actually corner entry speed. I see both these cars are slowing down a lot. They're probably 4 or 5 miles an hour off in the corners.
Yep, and they're actually losing time on the main group. Main group looks to be they're all hooked up, they're all single file, and they're actually trying to pull away. Let's take a look at the speeds at the line. There's the first pack. There's the second. What's the differential? Differential is 4.6 seconds between the first and second pack. See what they are next time by. Well, Big Dave, the Twins not able to get back out there tonight. How bummed are you?
Oh, I think a little bit bummed, but I mean, they're double pissed. That's that thing about that. So you get double your pleasure, double.
Yeah, double your madness. 84 back out front. Now let's take a look at the differential between the first and second pack. 4.8 seconds, so they've lost 2 tenths in 1 lap on that front group. Lap 56.
Yeah, you see Gary kind of up the pace, trying to kind of stretch him out. And if they can get stretched out a little bit, they may be able to catch it. But these guys up front, they've got their act together.
Well, as much as Gary probably doesn't want to see it, that 00 needs the rest of those cars behind him. They got to try to pull some, you know, you got to use the draft at this point, because nothing else is going to help you. Running a perfect line when the front group is running in the draft a perfect line 2 tenths quicker than you know, something else has got to be done. You can't do it by yourself.
Yeah, they'll catch back up to him. I think his goal was to get away from him a little bit, make him string in order to get to him. And then they can pick up some straightaway speed. But you'll see Gary, we're starting to run a little higher line now.
So Michael Conti now in the 5 up to 3rd, getting by the 38. And he's maybe slowly working his way up to the front. I don't think he's ready yet. But the 38 kind of letting him know, hey, let's go, man.
He's pretty methodical on how he picks cars off. Have you ever watched Mike race? And I think that he's doing exactly what he wants to do right now, and he wants to stay inside of that 17, and he may end up pulling the car behind him with him.
Yeah, I have watched Michael race quite often, and when you say methodical, that hits the nail right on the head. He's very precise about when he goes by you, and when he goes by you, it's not, there's no question. It's, you know, that's my spot, I got it, and you're done.
Well, he's smooth when you do it. You don't have to worry about racing with him.
No,
You
very,
may end up
very
seeing
clean.
a 38. You may end up seeing a 38 here pushing him a little bit down the straightaways here shortly.
Well, we don't have the driver audio turned on. I don't think, I don't know. I've never asked anybody to push me at Michigan, but is that a strategy that should be employed here between all these drivers?
Yeah, they do it quite often, especially when you're running in this tight of a deal, or you're trying to catch up. If you go farther back and you get Scotty and
yeah, there we see it right there.
Pushing on each other. Yep, it is.
Right there, the 38 into the back of the 5, and he's trying to get the 5 a run. So, yeah, you're right. They're definitely pushing. There they are down the front stretch as well across the stripe. '17 on the inside of the 84, looking to retake the lead. Lucas, how did I say that? Lucas Zaka? Yeah, Lucas Zaka. And here comes Conti to make it 3 wide, down into 3. Oh, can they hold it together? This is going to be bad for the 84. No, and Conti goes to the lead. He slides it up in front of everybody. Oh, there it was. That's all he was waiting for.
Big hole for Mike there. He kind of knew that they'd have to go up just a little bit and that he'd have that momentum running through that corner. And who's he got with him? The 38.
Yeah, 38 stayed right with him the whole time, but damn. Michael Conti to the lead, the number 5, the 38 of Hansen, right behind him.
Yeah, Connie and Hansen, there's another group that those two guys run a lot of races together, so they know exactly what each other's going to do. You see him push on him again.
Yeah, and he's actually pushing on him right before going into the turn, which is probably the best place to have it. That way you don't have to stay out of the gas near as long.
Well, it is a Ford pushing a Chevy, as it should be, I guess.
Well, it is what it is what it has to be.
Yeah, all 4 of them top guys well versed. You're going to see Jeremy try to get, he may start getting frustrated here and try to make a move on Danny here. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, Jeremy looking in the back of the 38, and there's the 84 of Brown, who's been up front all night long as well. Let's, as Conti continues to lead him around here, 89 trying to shove him across the start-finish line. Bump drafting happening here at Michigan Speedway. Pretty interesting to watch some of these really, really good guys run like this and pull this off. But let's head back to the second pack, which is back here. 6th on back, there's Bobby Chaney and Petrozelli. Chaney, we haven't spoken to Chaney all night. Bobby Chaney, newcomer to Norgard TV. He's been around here for a couple weeks there in the UPS machine. What's your take? You've been out there with this guy out there. What's your take on this guy?
I think Bobby's a nice addition to the Norgard TV mystery series and the rest of the things that Norgard TV does here. He's like a lot of the guys. He's learning and he's doing a great job.
Pit stop, Slapinski gives up 5th, coming down pit road. Is he out of gas? Did he have a problem? I'm not exactly sure, but the double O down on pit road.
Well, that's probably a strategy, Gary, so that's going to tell us that nobody's probably making it. Fuel's very, very good at stretching fuel, so I think they're all going to have to go to the green, and he's figured might as well put now, and if the yellow comes out, I'm in the lead.
That is a good stretch. Oh, and that's all he does. He comes down, no tires for the double O. He comes down and gets 1.5 cans of fuel.
Yeah, that's not surprising that he didn't take any tires. And I hate new tires on this car at this place. I like the older tires too, so, and it doesn't slow you down that much.
Not when everybody's all strung out.
Yeah, but here comes the leaders. He doesn't want to go a lap down.
Hansen down on pit road. Conti down on pit road. Johnson still down on pit road. No tires for either one of these two either. 38 and the 5 both taking a can and a half. Can and a half of fuel, no right sides. That surprises me. No right sides. You had time to do it. Why don't you do it? Does it unbalance the car that much?
Yeah, new right sides here really, really unbalances the car, or new left sides. So your basic option here, and unless you just have a few laps on the tires, is all 4 or none. And all 4 is going to slow you down by 10 seconds or 6 seconds. So
Well, Gary right now, he gets off of pit road before the leaders do, and he's in 11th right now. Who is our leader right now? And we got more green flag pit stops happening. I can't find her. I can't even flip through fast enough. Cheney, your leader right now. In second, Petrozelli. So that second group staying out. And Simley 13th. Edney in 4th. But we got more guys down on pit road right now.
well, best thing to do is go ahead and get stuff out of the way and then see what happens. And sometimes if you stay out too long, it's just not good. So if you can find somebody to team back up with and get back in that draft, I think you're going to see those guys, that cream of the crop, coming right to the top.
Well, Marche Edney out there in 3rd. What is a 92 going to do? I don't think he's pit yet. Here comes Petrozelli down, 58 down on pit road. And just like he gives up second position, and it may be late in the run to be making this up. See what Petrozelli does here, coming down on down to his stall for service. He's putting right sides on. And he's putting left sides on, and I don't know if that was a great move or a great call by his crew chief.
This late in the game, I think I'd rather gamble with no tires. Although, if the fuel is close, I don't know if a can and a half could be close. Probably going to lose 3 or 4 seconds maybe, but it may help him pick it up. I mean, John's a smart racer. Let's see what he does.
Marche up to second now as we flip through all the... Bob Cheney still out there in the 24, leading them around. Michael Conti currently right now in 7th after that round of pit stops, and not where he wanted to see, but I think some of these front guys still need to pit. There is the 88 of Irma Cora giving up 11th, but Cheney out front, and Cheney coming up on Petrozelli, who's running right now, currently scored in 12th. So Cheney definitely, I don't know if he's been doing any saving down there in the UPS, but it's going to be hard for him to make it to the end.
Yeah, I don't think he can make it to the end. I think Toppy's still got to stop.
But he is your leader right now, Bob Cheney in the 24. Hey, and we had a rough start here, Dave, but I got to tell you, this race turned for the better. 2 double thumbs up for this shit.
It's a bad race when you get going at this place.
we got going on here? That's Slapinski and Wilms. Wilms running in 14th. Big James hanging mid-pack tonight. How many guys we still have on the lead lap? 11. Simley down a lap. He's the first one. He wants to see that caution come out, win that lucky dog. Leaders don't want to see this come out. They want it to go green the rest of the way. So it's cycle. There's Bill Brown there in the 84. He's up to 6th.
84 and 38 still hooked together, so everybody else by themselves. They may be able to make some time.
Well, Marche, he gives up 2nd position, coming off of pit road right now onto the backstretch. Regains everybody here under green in 8th. Not bad run for their Marche there.
Great run for Marche. You know, you need to talk about him a little bit. You need to talk about James Williams a little bit. All these guys are making great runs in these longer races. I think they're really learning how to do this deal they're going to start winning a lot of races.
And there's Mikey V we just saw in the Yingling car, and I got to point this out because this is my favorite beer. I cannot get it here. This would replace Nordweiser, and he is driving my favorite beer car with the Norgar TV logo on. Mikey V, new addition, Mikey V rookie, Norgar TV rookie this season, and V doing a good job there in 15th, right behind Big James.
Yeah, he's never come a long way. He's a very short time. You better keep your eye on this kid.
Conti up to 4th. Hansen up to 3rd, Brown back up to 2nd, and Melcher leading them around now in the number 11.
Yeah, I didn't see if Melcher pitted or not. I would imagine that he had to have.
I think he did when, and I didn't see either for sure, but I think he did when the 84 and the 38 came down as well. I think they all came down together. But I could be wrong on that. So there are your top 3. And here we got battling going on. Lukasaka and Conti. Lukasaka there in the 17 goes by the 5. And right now, this part of the race, you've made your pit stop. It's time to go.
Yeah, you should have 10 to go right now coming across the line, so it's time to let it all hang out and see who you can get.
And those green flag pit stops, Dave, were way more important than people thought maybe they might be.
Well, they're vitally important when you're going to run to the end, so you know, and you have your top 5, 8 guys that are fairly decent making those pit stops. You know, a second in the pits is football field in the racetrack.
And there we got a pass for the lead right there. Hansen to the front, in front of the 84. Can he keep it in front of the 84 coming out of 2? '84 going to try to make another move, and 38 already knows what line he wants.
Well, they will start going at it here in a couple laps, and Melcher's probably just sitting there waiting.
They are not holding back at all. There are your top 3. There's 4th, Lukasaka, and Bernard there in 5th. You know, we haven't spoken of David Bernard this entire race there in the 40, and we should. Because there he is, riding right now in 5th position, just up in front of Slapinski there. Bernard doing a great job here tonight.
Yeah, he is doing a great job. He and I ran together out there side by side for a couple laps, and you know, David just runs a great line and a great race, and you're going to see him and Gary going out right to the end.
Lap 80 next time by. About down 5 to go. No more problems now. As a driver, at least these front 3, the worst thing that can happen right now is the caution flag to come out.
Yeah, you're in focus, you're in a zone, you're going for it. You know, here in Michigan, you go for it a little earlier than you do at most other racetracks. You know, Talladega, Daytona is a loud deal. Here in Michigan, you want to be really hard to go at 5 to go. So your focus is real heavy. You don't want that young.
No, it totally deflates the whole situation. You're like, and then you gotta like, it's really hard to get that back, especially for like a 2-lap sprint.
Well, you're never going to talk to a driver who hasn't adjusted to make the pass when you're looking up.
Yeah, exactly. 84 down low. He's trying to retake the lead, and he's gonna get it. Coming across the stripe.
Brake was there. If you saw, he wanted to push up a little bit, he wanted to brake a little bit, turn the car, and went ahead and got the lead.
Further on back, there's Bernard and, like you said, Slepinski. They're still going at it. Him and Gary, and there's Cheney, Petrozelli in 7th. Wilms there in 13th, and Mikey V 14th. Where's everybody else? 9th, Simley, Edney 9th, Simley 8th, Herbacora 10th, Terratuta 12th, Johnson down. What happened to the, where's the 5? What happened to the 5? 5 is gone, Michael Conti's gone. Currently scored 3 laps down. Don't know what happened to the 5. Lap 83 next time by.
Keep your eyes on these 3.
Yep. This is good.
These 3 here have the capability of running 3 wide across the finish line, so this is going to be good.
And they're still switching spots. The 38 back down low wants to retake the lead, coming up on slower traffic. Out of turn number 2, down the back stretch. They're going to catch him probably coming out of 4, which is like the worst place to catch traffic. The 38 got to run. And they don't catch him out of 4. No, and here come the aliens on the 38. That's never a good sign with 2 to go.
Been a lot of abductions lately.
I'm sorry?
There's been a lot of abductions lately.
Yeah, there has. There has. It's almost nightly now. I mean, if you don't believe in aliens or UFOs or any of that, all you need to do is watch Norgard TV and you'll see them. Lap 85, white flag, this time by as they hit the stripe. Here we go. This is going to be a race. That car right there, that lap car, going to get in the way of this finish. He goes to the high side. 38 on the inside, and don't know what. Oh, the 84 I think might be out of gas. Melcher's out of fuel. The 84, he might be out too. Your winner gonna be Hansen there in the 38. I think the other 2 guys just about ran out. Ah, there we go. Good win. Danny Hansen in the 38 brings it home. Fuel mileage race, Swindell.
Yep.
What did I
It
say?
always works itself out down here to that.
And what did I say? The 11 of Melcher, he's going to run out here on the last lap. Let's go on board with him. There. You can hear he's out right there on the backstretch. Yeah, I mean, he's totally out. Melcher's out. And 84 of Bill Brown there, I think he's going to run out here in turn number 4. I could be wrong. No, guess I'm wrong. He had enough.
Yeah, I think he was good. I think actually that lap car really helped the leader more than anybody else.
Yeah, I think it did too. And
if the lap car wasn't there, the leader wouldn't have the drive. I think you would have seen a little bit different finish.
Number 38, Norgar in the booth. You got a copy? No, he just disconnected. We can't talk to the winner? How much does that suck? Bill Brown, he's gone. Bernard.
I think they all left, Nord.
David. Hey, David Bernard, you're there, aren't you? Wow, no interviews tonight. That'll be cool.
I'm here.
Yeah, there's Gary. Okay. Well, David, great race. I wanted to say congratulations. You got no mic, but me and Big Dave up here in the booth watching you. Good job finishing third tonight, and congratulations to you. Gary, we got you on the mic. Gary, tell us about from your pit stop on there in that race there under green flag conditions.
Well, I took no tires there, and it was just terrible. And I was just hanging on. And when David caught me there, I'm not too sure if he took 2 tires or not, but man, it was just really just one thing coming off the corner, one little slip, and the thing's gonna wreck into the wall.
Well, your crew chief up on your pit box, that's what he called, and I'll tell you, a lot of the other crew chiefs called the same thing, and they had to deal with the same sort of stuff out there. How was it running out there on really, really old tires? I mean, were you like squirrely like every second or coming off the turns, or I mean, how bad was it?
I was doing the death grip all the way around. Oh, I'm telling you, all the way around. I was death gripping it.
Well, it sure looked good from up here in the booth. Good job on your 4th place finish, man. Congratulations. And thanks for talking to us tonight. Anybody you want to thank?
I'd just like to thank you all and FND there.
All right. Hey, Cheney, 24, you still in the room?
Yes, sir.
Bobby, good run, man. Me and Dave up here in the booth watching you get up through there, and you're one of those guys that hasn't been around all that long, but you do a good job tonight there in the 24, coming home 5th. How was your race from the green flag stop on?
It was pretty good. I started 33rd, and I was just going to try to stay out of trouble, and I know usually you have 3 or 4 cautions there, quick cautions, and then you have a long run. So I was trying to play that, but the car was great. Even I took 2 tires in the last pit stop, and I mean it was a little loose because I took less fuel, but it was good. I mean I'll take a 5th after starting 33rd, but it wore me out. I'll tell you that.
Well, it was a lot of fun, but one of the things that I noticed for the most part is you really tried to keep your fenders clean. It looked like you got a little bit of damage on the right rear of that car, but how fast were your pit stops? Medium, average, or above average tonight?
They were average. I think I slid through once. Well, that was my fault. But other than that, they could have been faster. We're going to have to go back to North Carolina and reevaluate this stuff.
All right, right on. Well, thanks very much, UPS Machine. Bobby Cheney, good job, good run tonight, and thanks for talking to us.
Yep, thank you, and thank everybody that puts this on. It's really fun.
All right, Dave. Top 10, Hansen, Brown, Bernard, Slapinski, Cheney, Petrozelli, Melcher, Edney, and Simley and Ermacora come home and in the top 10 tonight. What'd you think?
I think it's just a great place for this car, and it's a great race, and you had great guys running the thing, and just see, 10 guys running that far of a green flag run, and 10 guys still in the lead lap, a couple of them one lap down. I think it's pretty stellar. It just goes to show how good these guys really are.
Well, sorry the Twins got bruised tonight, and hope they can come back out for the next one. But that's going to do it for us here tonight at Norgard TV. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight, Dave. I appreciate it.
Hey, good time, and they'll get over it. They always get real mad, and +1's taking care of it, so we'll do that.
All right, right on. Well, we'll see you tomorrow night, Facebook Friday, and then mystery races afterwards. So hopefully we'll see the Twins come back out tomorrow night.
10-4. I'm ready to go.
All right. We are out of here, signing off for Big Dave Swindell in the Coors Light Naked Lady Chevy SS. This is Nordgar signing off for the night. Thanks, Dave, and we're out of here.